Hello, my beautiful Bravo and Blazers. Welcome back to Bravo and Blaze, the podcast and live stream where we break down the biggest Bravo moments of the week with some pop culture headlines sprinkled in there for good measure. I'm your host, Jenny Blaze, and yes, we're coming to you one day early this week because I have some momming to do tomorrow. But it's all good. We don't watch Top Chef anyways because what was that, Luann? Where are you? Yes, we're on an all-carb diet. God, Karen, so stupid. No, I literally cannot watch Top Chef or else I will eat. And I don't need to be doing that at 9 p.m. at night. Okay, so grab whatever you're sipping or sparking on and let's get into it. Just a reminder, everything discussed here is based on publicly available information and personal opinion. This isn't news. It's not journalism. It's commentary. Keep it respectful and be cool. Don't be all like uncool. Right, Luann? If you're watching live on YouTube, say what's up in the chat. I'll be pulling comments throughout the stream. And don't forget to follow at Bravo and Blaze on all social platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Jenny Blaze. Get bonus content and early access at patreon.com/Bravo and Blaze. Join our newsletter at bravoandblaze.com. It's the best way to stay in the loop. Also, on bravoandblaze.com, I forgot to grab one, but we have our signature Bravo and Blaze lighters available on bravoandblaze.com, so go check it out. They're sleek, functional, and made for Bravo fans who like their takes and their lighters blazing hot. Why am I sweating? I need my fan today. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, please leave a 5-star review and show some love. Okay, we're going to cover, a little bit of pop culture first. I think the biggest thing going on right now, as we all know, is this Diddy trial, which is heartbreaking. Like, it's so awful to hear everything that's coming out. And I want to acknowledge how disturbing the footage and the pictures are involving Diddy that's come out. I haven't decided how or if I'm going to cover this in more detail. I've been sharing things in my Instagram stories if you're following over there. It's very triggering. It's upsetting. And I don't know if it's the kind of content I even want to deep dive into here. Like, I want to be informed, but I don't know if I want to be the one to tell everyone because it's just too disturbing. Like, obviously, there's tons of media outlets you can go check everything out on. But with that said, I know some of you want space to unpack serious topics like this. So let me know, do you think I should do a separate video or a Patreon episode, or should I just leave this one alone? Drop your thoughts in the comments, or you can DM me privately if you prefer. One thing to note that has to do with Bravo and Diddy. Don't forget we have this new show coming out, King's Court. It's a dating show where we have Tyson Beckford as one of the bachelors dating some women, I guess. And allegedly, he may have some ties back to Diddy. If you go to my Instagram story highlights, I have 6 story highlights of Diddy. All the things that I found out, I shared with everyone as much as I could. So I'm tracking all of that. And I think I need to go back and I need to see what is that all about. And if I do wind up covering Diddy separately, I'm going to definitely make sure I look into this specifically because I can't watch a brand new show on Bravo with someone who could potentially be involved in this. So I see people saying, do Diddy. I think they mean cover Diddy. Someone else said, no Diddy, keep it a fun escape for us. Yeah, I think if I cover Diddy, it's going to be separate from this weekly live stream. Okay, what else? I can't even see what I have up here. Okay, what to watch? Peacock released their lineup coming up for this year. Let's see, what did they say? They tweeted, announcing our unscripted series slate. Coming soon to Peacock. They have Epic Ride, the story of Universal theme parks. I'm not that interested, but like maybe a little slightly, because I think the industry as a whole is kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure I just heard that Six Flags is going out of business, which is like strange. Like, I've been going to Six Flags forever. This is weird. Why are they doing this? I want to know the background. So I guess, yeah, I am into this one. Gilgo Beach Killer, The House of Secrets. I did not follow this true crime in real life. I think this is true crime, obviously. It says Beach Killer. I didn't follow this in real life, but I love true crime. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get into it. House of Villains season 3. I've been covering House of Villains for 2 seasons now. I'm here for it. It's like kind of a bootleg Traders, but I still like it. Then we have the Idaho student murders. Dateline just had an episode, an update on this. I know a lot of people are following that, so more to come on that. There's 3 Love Islands. What? I don't watch Love Island. By the way, I want to say happy Friday Junior to Max as well. He just wrote Happy Friday Junior. I love when people call Thursday Friday Junior. What another week. Too much Love Island, Max said. Okay, so if you can see this tweet, if you're here on YouTube, there's Love Island Beyond the Villa. I don't even know what that means. Love Island Games Season 2. What kind of games are they playing? Love Island USA Season 7. Holy crap, there's 7 seasons now? Wow. What are Love Island fans called? Is there like a name for them? Like Bravo fans or Bravo-holics. Bachelor fans are like, they're called Bachelor Nation. Is there something similar for Love Island? Anyways, we also have Married at First Sight season 19. This seems unreal. I think I remember when this show first came out and I thought it was like a joke. How is this show on season 19? That's crazy. What? They literally just marry someone at first sight? I don't know about that. That's too much. Do they get to talk first? Is it like Love is Blind? What is happening there? Do I want to watch it? I don't know. Anyway, so the next one is Nelly and Ashanti. We Belong Together. I only recently found out that Nelly and Ashanti were even married, because I was like, whatever happened to them? Remember, they were like, their peak was in like the early 2000s. Nelly had like Ride With Me. Ashanti had Foolish. I guess they're like married and have a kid now, but like they were together for so long and maybe like broke up at one point, but now they have a new baby. So Nelly's like a dad now. And I'm going to talk about Nelly in a second, but let me get through this list. So we also have The Traitors season 4. Boop, boop. So excited. Always love The Traitors. And then we have Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. At first, I thought this was Tiffany Pollard, like New York from Flavor of Love. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. But then I was like, wait, it's Tiffany Haddish. I'm sure I don't know. She has like some controversy around her. I don't know what it is. I don't know the sides of the beef, but I don't know. Should I check this one out? We'll see. Okay, before I move on to what else we need to watch, I just need to say a couple words about Nelly. So I was like super excited when I saw this, but then someone reminded me, and I don't know if I like blocked this out of my mind because like maybe I didn't want to believe it or something, but I didn't know that Nelly like performed at the inauguration, and that doesn't make me completely dislike him, but I kind of want to watch to see if he addresses it at least. Like, I don't love that. And then also, other sad news this week, Lil Wayne. I have been really upset about this. On Mother's Day, this week was Mother's Day, apparently, according to Lil Wayne's ex-girlfriend, he kicked his girlfriend out with her like teenage daughter after she like moved from the East Coast to be with him or something. I don't know the details, but it didn't look good for Lil Wayne. And I'm just so sad about this news that has come to my attention this week, because one of my most favorite videos of all time is Nelly and Lil Wayne. And I'm just going to play it for you guys one more time. I don't want to retire this. This video is too good. But this is Nelly and Lil Wayne going on Instagram Live together.
Can other people see? Why I see stuff coming at the bottom? That's people saying stuff to me.
Yeah, I think we both on here. Yeah, we both on here. They talking to us. They hollering it out. Somebody said y'all good.
Can I smoke on you?
Yeah, I hope so. I am. I mean, we gonna go together.
We're gonna go down together.
Why everything's sparkling on you and stuff?
What's that shit you smoking?
No, why is everything sparkling on you? Like,
I think that's some shit you smoke. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I don't know. I think that's right. Hold on, yo. Why
so
is it?
Sad.
Okay, hold on.
Nope, that ain't so sad about that.
Oh, hold on. I got an effect. Oh, there we go.
All right, yeah, take the effects off, man.
Hey, man, listen, man. I just told you I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. My shit go through there automatic.
Automatic. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm mad at you both. You better rectify this situation, Nelly and Lil Wayne. That may be the last time we ever see that video. And I've been sharing this video so much since I discovered it in September. I am upset. Okay, let's move on. We cannot harp on that anymore, because we got Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 2. It's out today on Hulu, and I cannot wait to binge it. Is it inappropriate for me to force my children to watch it with me? I wouldn't do that to them. But I need to see it now. And I am antsy about it. I'm dying to see it. I cannot wait. So I will have to report back on this next week, I guess. Max said, Connor, we need more Connor. Okay, so I actually have done some self-reflection on myself since season 1 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, because I used to be really annoyed with Whitney and Connor. And I would like to give a formal apology to Whitney and Connor, because I think my dislike for them was coming from a place of jealousy, because I want a marriage like Whitney and Connor, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's move on. I can't wait for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives 2. We get the new girl. Whew. That's going to be interesting. Okay, what's next? All right, we're going to go through Bravo quote unquote news. This is all the stuff that's going on off season and outside of the weekly Bravo TV lineup. So first thing from page 6, I don't know what day this was. It was early in the week, but they posted an article and had a headline that said Bravo flagship RHONY going off the air. Network hopes to revive it. Okay. That was like circulating. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's done. Yay, finally. So people were like, oh, you didn't give it a chance, blah, 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 whatever. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter how you feel about that announcement, because Bravo came back and said it's not canceled. And I saw that on Queens of Bravo. Not only did Bravo like release a statement saying it's not canceled, but they mentioned it on, I think, Radio Andy, and then again on Watch What Happens Live. And because of all of this happening, it's made me not care at all. Like, I just want it to go away at this point. Like, I don't give a crap about RHONY anymore. Like, respect to the OG seasons and the OG ladies, but let's just stop. Let's stop trying to make fetch happen. I don't care about RHONY at all anymore. Let's move on. We have Summer House. We have Next Gen NYC. Maybe Next Gen NYC is the new RHONY. Oh my God, that's actually weird to say because they're like children. Okay, erase that. This is live, so I can't edit that out. But yeah, I don't care about RHONY anymore. Like, who are they gonna get that's gonna make us excited? I'm not thrilled. Whatever, let's move on. Okay, in other news, we have a People exclusive. Will Culp and Emmy Sherritt from Southern Hospitality are engaged. I'm smiling. I am happy for them right now. When I posted about this, I didn't see one good comment, which makes me feel bad for Emmy because I'm sure people cannot bring her down at this point, but like, it sucks that one of this moment that she's been waiting for forever and worked so hard for, fought so hard for, is here. And I hope that everyone is making it special for her. Max said, TV wedding at Republic. I don't think they would air their wedding because that would mean Will would have to be on TV, and you know he's done, right? Actually, did we get a confirmation that Will is fired or that he's quit or anything? We just know he didn't go to the reunion. Something about his mental health. I don't know. Let's move on. That happened. Okay. Next up, we have Rory. I love that we get to call this new franchise of Real Housewives Rory. It's for Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Yes. I am optimistic. I'm looking forward to Rhode Island, but I also am a little cautious. Andy said something about them all being like Italian, and I don't know. There may have been comparisons to New Jersey, which kind of scared me. So I don't want to like get too excited, but I did see we have a picture of the rumored cast here on YouTube if you're watching, and I got this from Rory.Chasers. So yeah, it's on. Game on. We didn't even start yet. Well, we did. Okay, moving on. Bravocon. There was an announcement this week. Bravocon tickets for 2025 are going on sale June 6th. And I honestly haven't had time to look up any of the details, but I believe there are 2 different types of tickets you can get: general admission, Gen Pop, and then VIP. I don't know. The ticket situation was traumatic for me the last 2 times in 2022 and 2023. So I don't know if I can go through that again. And then on top of it, the Bravocon live tickets don't go on sale till July 11th. So a full month after. That's a lot of logistics that, like, my trauma is just, I don't know. I want to deal with that ever again. We'll see. But Bravo Brie posted some pictures of the current lineup, which is subject to change, of course. But so far, there's a lot already. We have Adriana DeMoro from Miami. We have Aisha Scott from Below Deck. We have Angie Katsanevas from Salt Lake City. Chef Ben from Below Deck. Alexia, what's her last name? Napola? Is that still her last name? From Miami. We got Amanda Batula from Summer House. Britt Eady from Atlanta. Brittany Bateman from Salt Lake City. Andy Cohen, obviously. Angela Oakley from Atlanta. I feel like I'm doing like an NBA draft or something. This is kind of fun. Then we have Brittany Cartwright from the Valley and Brock. I was like starting to get pumped up, and then we got to Brock. So what do we say Brock is from? He's not going to be on Vanderpump Rules going forward. Do we say he's from the Valley? Has he even been on one episode yet? Let's move on. Okay. Oh, something smells bad. Okay. Next slide. Bronwyn Newport from Salt Lake City is going to be there. And then Cynthia Bailey from Atlanta. We have, oh my God, what is his name? Fraser Olander from Below Deck. Oh man, we got Gina Kirschenheiter. From OC. Danny Bucco. Get Daddy a drink. Oh no, he's going to be there in the Valley. Is Dark Side Danny going to be at Bravocon? I'm sure he will late night. Maybe. That might be worth it to go. Dorit Kemsley from Beverly Hills. Gretchen Rossi from Orange County. Gertie. Oh, shit. What is her last name? It's like Abre. Oh, no. I'm a bad Bravo-holic. What is Gertie's last name? Gertie. I will never forgive myself. Abrera. Didn't I say that? Did I? I don't know. From Miami. Then we got Drew Sidora from Atlanta. Emily Simpson from Orange County. Heather Dubrow from Orange County. Heather Gay from Salt Lake City. Janet Caperna from the Valley. Also from the Valley, we got Jasmine Good and Jessie Lally. From Miami, we got Julia Lemingova. We have Jason Caperna from the Valley, Captain Jason from Below Deck Down Under, Kate Chastain. Actually, she has her own show, I think, right now. I need to catch up on that. Formerly Below Deck, now she has her own things going on. Katie Janella from Orange County, Jax Taylor from the Valley, Jennifer Pedranti from Orange County. We have Kelly, I don't know Kelly's last name, from Atlanta. What's Kelly's last name? She's new, so I get a pass. Who is Kelly? There is no last name on her Instagram. Cooking with Kelly. Oh my gosh, this is going to bug me now. Kelly, what's her last name? Farrell? I didn't know that was her last name. Okay, and then we got Captain... Oh my God, Carrie. Oh my God, I almost forgot his name. Captain Carrie from Below Deck. Kiki Barth from Miami. Kristen Doty, the Valley. Luke Broderick from the Valley. Mary Cosby, Salt Lake City. Lala Kent, what do we say? The Valley? That's annoying. Larsa Pippen, Miami. Marisol Patton, Miami. Meredith Marks, you can leave. Salt Lake City. Lisa Barlow, Salt Lake City. Lisa Hochstein, Miami. Michelle. Does she go by Sensei now? Was she officially Michelle Lally before? Anyway, she's from the Valley. Also from the Valley is Nia. Oh, shoot. What's Nia's last name? It's not Bucco. Did she ever change her last name? Nia Sanchez. Okay. Man, I thought I was going to nail all these. Okay, then we got Phaedra Parks from Atlanta, Porsha Williams. Oh, Sheree's going to be there. Sheree Whitfield from Atlanta. Oh, we got the new girl from Miami. What's her name? Stephanie? What's her name? Stephanie Shojay? I'm sure I'm butchering it. Oh, Captain Sandy's going to be there. They really, really like to push Captain Sandy on us. Sheena's going to be there. Sheena Shea, Vanderpump Rules, The Valley. Tamara Judge from Orange County. Tom Schwartz, Wussy Pussy Warts from Vanderpump Rules will be there. Shamea Morton from Atlanta. Shannon Storms Bador, Orange County. Whitney Rose, Salt Lake City. Zach Wickham, The Valley. Oh, that was it. Thank God I'm sweating. Whew, that was like a stress test. I also did see, since I updated all my slides here, I think all the ladies from Salt Lake City have been confirmed for Bravocon. So, yay! Who's going? Let me know if you're going. Should I go? I just really cannot go through that ticket experience ever again. Okay, let's move on. We have some other interesting news this week. There seems to be some, I don't know if I would call it beef, but something's going on. I saw in Reality Blurb, Peter Madrigal from Vanderpump Rules and Charlie Burnett from Vanderpump Rules. Apparently, Charlie said something like, she has never worked at SUR, ever. I don't have that post. But then, according to Reality Blurb, Peter Madrigal is accusing Charlie Burnett of lying about not working at SUR while on Vanderpump Rules. As fans recall, she served them. Plus, her past tweet seemingly confirmed she wasn't truthful. See, they're posting the link in the bio. I didn't go to the link in the bio, but I heard there will be some big announcements coming, and I think you all should pay close attention to Peter Madrigal in the next week. Okay, let's move on. What else? Oh my gosh, last week we got the announcement that we're getting all these new shows from Bravo, and one of them is Wife Swap. And I was talking about it last week. I was like digesting it while I was talking on the live stream, and I said, you know what? I bet Melissa Gorga would even be good in this. And Reality Blurb confirmed Melissa Gorga, Wendy Osefo, and Emily Simpson to join cast of Wife Swap, the Real Housewives edition, plus a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star will join them. Oh my God, I kind of hope it's Meredith Marks. It better not be Heather. It better not be Whitney. I'll take anybody else. Okay. Who do you guys want to see? Mary Cosby? Max? Who do you think? Oh, also, I don't want to see Bronwyn either. Hope it's not Bronwyn, Max said. Ugh. Okay, moving on. Also from Bravo Brie, I saw some pictures. There's a People exclusive with the NBC upfronts. I just learned what upfronts were, and I still don't even really know that much about it. I just know like high level, but apparently like all the different channels go and like put on the performance or something for these ad execs or TV execs. I don't know, but I saw some video of the Bravo Lebs coming out and they're like, woohoo, and they're waving like signage and props. And I was just like, what is this? It reminded me of when I was a cheerleader. And I'm like, this is what is going on? I would feel so awkward if I was one of those people. I'd be like, what the hell are we doing? They're just like prancing on stage and they're like, look at us. We have reality TV shows. It's just like so bizarre. But I want to walk through these pictures. So at the upfronts, I don't know if this means anything. I don't know if it means like, oh, they're one of the network's favorites, or maybe like they just sent out an email to everyone as like who can show up. I don't know. But in this first picture, we got Schleppy, Sheena. I think this is an executive in this picture, and I don't want to like misname them, so I'm gonna pass. But then we have, it looks like, is it Ariana Bierman, and then Brooks Marks, and then we got Brock and Aisha. That's the first picture. And then we have Maddie Reese, Joe Bradley, Schlepp again. We have Molly. Molly is such a good model, by the way. We have, oh my gosh, why can't I think of Leva Zame? Oh my God, it's Leva. Leva, and then we have Vanita. And then this picture, Carl, Kyle, and Jesse. Jesse Solomon, why are you everywhere? Go away. Then we have Tamra, Giselle, and Gina again. Gina. Then we have Dr. Jackie. We have Captain Sandy, Aisha, and Dr. Simone. Then we have Andy. Okay, this picture is scary. It's Shep, like sitting down and like he's got his knees up. He looks like he's in a mental institute. He just needs padded walls. Okay, that's up fronts. Before we get into our Bravo TV lineup, I want to talk about my Ryze mushroom coffee that I told you guys about last week. I've been drinking the Ryze mushroom coffee every day, but not as like coffee. I've been adding it to my morning smoothie. And in my morning smoothie, I have mixed fruit, like frozen fruit. I have cashews, oatmeal, and coconut water. And so I just started adding 1 tablespoon of Ryze mushroom coffee to that. And I do taste like a little bit of a coffee flavor, but I like that doesn't matter to me. I'm someone who's like, if there's benefits, I will just chug it. Like, just give me whatever it is. And this, I thought that was a good way to incorporate it. I wasn't sure if I was going to go all the way off of my regular caffeine fix, which is I have like Starbucks matcha tea powder in pouches, and I would have one of those every morning with oat milk, but it would make me feel like a little cracky. And by cracky, I mean like a little too jittery, a little too caffeinated. So I was worried about how this transition was going to do, but I actually substituted in one day and had no issues at all. I thought I was going to like maybe have a caffeine withdrawal, have a headache or something, but it was pretty easy. And I've been updating everyone on Twitter and in my Instagram stories. I noticed already, I said this last week, but it takes like some time for your body to like adjust and get the benefits from adaptogens. So I'm going to be talking about this for the next like couple weeks, but I wasn't expecting anything at all immediately. And I was more focused on the energy, like what kind of energy I would have from it. And I wasn't really thinking about my gut health, but I've noticed since starting Ryze, I've noticed the most in my gut health. And like, okay, if you're a man, you should maybe just fast forward. Or like if you're a man who doesn't want to hear about periods, you should fast forward. But I had my period yesterday, and normally that would make me kind of like bloated. And surprisingly, I didn't experience that. And I'm just like, this is so bizarre because normally I would be. And I'm also way less gassy. TMI, maybe, but it's real. Like I said, it has adaptogenic mushrooms like lion's mane and cordyceps for energy, focus, and immune support. Like I said last week, I don't drink coffee, and I just put it in my smoothie. If you want to try it with me, go to ryzesuperfoods.com and use my code JennyBlaze15 for 15% off. Let's see what happens when gut health meets Bravo chaos. Oh my God. What if my healthier gut turns me soft? Like Carl's bar. Is our goal to be flaccid? Do we want flaccid gut health? Okay, I am going on a tangent. Let's get into the Bravo TV lineup. Also, The link to the discount is in the show notes, so you can find it there too. Okay. We're at the TV or the Bravo TV lineup. Our first show of the week is Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're on season 16, episode 10, Meditation and Mediation. Shamea, Ralph, and Porsha get together for dinner. Angela and Kelly meet to address a rumor from her past. Porsha gears up to host the ladies at her Pampered by Porsha event, but the evening goes south when some truths about her friendship with Shamea are revealed. What are you all thinking? My biggest takeaway is, why are we giving Ralph screen time? I can't take it. Thank you, Max. No more Ralph. No more Ralph. Oh my gosh, imagine if we crashed the upfronts and we're like, no more Ralph. No more Ralph. That would be fun. Just kidding. Okay, so what happened? I'm taking Shamea's side if we have to take a side between Porsha and Shamea, because I feel like I had a friend like Porsha before, and it feels very Porsha. I don't know. Like, Shamea seems to be the one who's always extending herself, and Porsha seems like she takes a lot from their friendship. And maybe Shamea does too, because I don't know everything, obviously, but it just feels like from watching that it's not a equally balanced friendship. And I don't know if maybe Shamea is finally feeling strong enough to like stick up for herself, but I'm here for it and I'm glad she's doing it. And I wish she was just a little bit more assertive. And I hate seeing, like I said, I feel like I've had a friendship like this before, where I was in like Shamea's situation, where you try to stick up for yourself, and you're not even like aggressive. You're not even like nasty. You just, for once, are sticking up for yourself, and immediately they give you a stank attitude, like, how dare you kind of vibe. And it's like, screw you. Like, you don't own me, and I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm a rebel like that. Don't mess with me. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Max said Porsha thinks she's the main character. And I get that. Like, I'm all about being the main character in your own story, but also, like, don't take advantage of the friendships that you have. And that's why I like to just keep to myself, because then I don't have to live up to anything to anyone IRL. It's great. Okay, let's move on, because I have to share something. This freaked me out. I've been talking about this for weeks, but TV Deets posted Kimora Lee Simmons returns to E with Kimora back in the fab lane. What? Do you all remember a couple weeks ago when I read the text exchange between Britt Edie and I Am Ming Lee? I thought I Am Ming Lee was this Ming Lee, Kimora Lee Simmons' daughter, but it's not. It is another second Ming Lee. Who knew? There's so many of them. But other Ming Lee is on Basketball Wives. And get this week, she's also, there's like crossover with Atlanta, not only with Britt, but she recently was like, I saw an interview with that female basketball player that, what's his name? Ralph was accusing Drew of having an affair with or whatever. And then I don't know if Drew admitted to it, but in this interview between other Ming Lee from Basketball Wives and the basketball player, they're talking about Drew Sidora. Like, what? There's like a lot of crossover going on. And did I make this happen? Did I make Kimora back in the fab lane come back to TV with my witchy ways? I don't care. I am here for it. Okay, let's move on to Bravo's Love Hotel. Ooh, we got a little bit of outside drama outside of the show that we're going to get into. So this is season 1, episode 3, Romance and Retrograde. A new group of suitors pine for the housewives' attention, causing a pause in previous pairings. Triggers and tension shine a light on old wounds for Shannon and Earl. Luann proves that in love, 3 is her magic number. While Giselle continues to vet her suitors, Ashley tries to combat her daddy issues and break old patterns, but can she deny herself a little salt and pepper? Oh my God. Who wrote this? Can she deny herself a little salt and pepper? That's raunchy. Why do I feel like that's raunchy? Okay, so this episode was so funny to me. First of all, Shannon is so funny when she meets potential guys to date. She's just like so awkward, not Sutton Strack awkward, but like, I don't know, relatable awkward maybe. One guy was like, yeah, I just got back from Dubai. He had like a Boston accent or something. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go to Antarctica. And she's like, in her confessional, she's like, wow, I've never heard anyone say they were traveling to the South Pole, which, by the way, I heard it's like really expensive to go there and like the trip of a lifetime. Not something I have as a high priority for myself, but maybe someday we'll see. Ashley is also hilarious when she's meeting new guys. She literally told this guy, Craig, I think that's his name. I only know him because Luann was like, who's Craig? And also he had this really strange, awkward moment where he just like crashed this moment between Luann and this other guy. And he's like, hi, I didn't want to miss a chance to talk to you. But Ashley's so funny. She basically said, she goes, oh, you're a good looking guy. Or I don't know. She gave like a compliment sandwich because she goes, you have a doppelganger, don't you? And he's like, maybe. I actually didn't know where she was going with this at first. And then she goes, yeah, you kind of look like maybe Austin Powers. What? Actually, I could not believe she said that, and she said it with such a straight face without like laughing. And the guy took it. Oh my God, this show is crazy. And speaking of crazy, in that moment after Craig, the guy that Luann had no idea what his name was, he just like crashes this conversation. Luann, actually, Luann, do you want to tell us about it? She's shy right now. Luann basically tweaked out over the number 7, and I couldn't figure it out. I need to go back and watch. I don't know if the guy she was talking to had the same exact birthday as her dad, or like if it was just all the number 7s in his birthday. He was like born on July 7th, 1977. No, that's not even it because he's older than that. But she really tweaked out. I don't think I've ever seen, I mean, we've seen Luann go through a lot, but I've never seen her like that in that way before. That was different and interesting. Okay. I did feel bad tweeting this, but I stand by it. I wrote, Giselle is like a walking dry vagina. And I don't mean that like 24/7. Giselle is a walking dry vagina, but on this last episode, she was like a walking dry vagina. She's like, how much money they got? I can't date you because I already dated your cousin. And she's like, I don't want to give my key to anyone. I was just like, damn, Giselle. She's like a cock block. I don't know. Like, she's just a boner killer. I don't know. Sorry. I mean, I'm still like Giselle-ish, so I hope nobody's offended. Like, I'm just kidding. People are so sensitive. All All right. Then we have, okay, this part. I tweeted, it's weird to see Joel be nice to Shannon, knowing how he goes off about her after they wrapped filming. This one actually really did freak me out. I was like, what is going on? Why is Joel being so nice to Shannon? Because after filming, should I get into it now? I might as well, since we're talking about it, and I'll come back. Okay. So I saw this on Face Reality 16 on Instagram. If you go back to when they were filming, I don't know the exact dates, but I Hate Joel Kim, which is Joel Kim Booster, the host of Love Hotel, he put on his Instagram stories, just because you're a pathetic drunk on a reality television show best known for a string of failed relationships and a DUI does not make you a star and does not give you license to treat the people you work with like they are subhuman. Period. They will make me delete this, but DM me if you'd like to see some videos. Bezos. Wait, I forgot about him saying there's some videos. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's more to this story.
Things got a little dicey there on social media with some comments that you made about Shannon. I'm kind of curious if you just have any updates, where you guys stand now.
By the way, this is from pride.com, and I saw it on the Reality Rundown. The headline says, Joel Kim Booster talks Shannon Beador drama after filming Love Hotel. So listen to what he says.
How's that going?
Well, listen, I think neither Shannon nor I is really interested in going back and relitigating or dusting up any of this again.
Yes.
The drama sort of news cycle for Housewives is very quick too. I think I am going to be a distant memory for Shannon Beador. You know, I'm small fish for Shannon Beador. So I think, like, you know, we'll be able to coexist. It hasn't dimmed my enjoyment of watching the show. So I hope it doesn't for anybody else either.
It's interesting he said that, because literally my tweet was like, it's weird knowing what happened. So I have more of a clip. So this is an interview with Ashley Darby. I saw this on Face Reality 16, and the interviewer is...
Reaction you have.
The interviewer is... Why can't I see this? Ricky Cornish. Okay. Ricky Cornish and Ashley Darby.
From seeing Joel's posts online, since you were there filming Love Hotel, I got to work with Shannon on the show.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that actually came out the day that we were leaving. So that caught everybody completely by surprise. And out of respect for Shannon, who we were very communicative, all of us, Luann, Giselle, Shannon, and myself were very communicative about how to handle this. We want to be really sensitive to Shannon. And just to say that it was quite shocking, very shocking. And Joel, I gave him props. He did a great job on the show, as you'll see, but that was quite surprising and caught all of us completely out of left field.
What do you guys think about this? I don't know how to feel about it. Like, he didn't say anything along the lines of being remorseful, I feel like. So I need to know more, because there must be more to this story if he's not showing any remorse. And if we're seeing, which I forgot until just now, but he said, DM me if you like to see some video. Should I DM him right now? Should I? Should we do it? No, I don't know. Somebody else do it. No, don't listen to me. Okay. Let's go back to the tweets. Yeah, so I thought it was weird, and it is weird to watch it, right? Oh, thank God Max said yes, DM him. We'll see, maybe after this. Okay. Let's move on from that. I still think it's weird, but we'll see how things progress throughout the season. Luann is so funny to me. She, I love how maybe this is code switching or whatever Ciati said on Vanderpump Villa, because Luann kind of does this. They're being served dinner and she's talking to the waiter. I forgot where are they in Mexico? I don't know, but she goes, they're like serving her a plate and she goes, is this beef Wellington? And they're like, beef steak or something. And she goes, oh, a beef steak. And I don't know why it's so hilarious when Luann does that. Like the way Ciati does it is psychopathic, but the way Luann does it is just hilarious to me. I don't know. I think there's a big difference between the way Luann does it versus Ciati, but maybe that's what code switching is, changing your accent a little bit. A beef steak. Beef steak. Okay. Also, on this episode, we see classic Shannon Beador meltdown. She's having a dramatic breakup with someone already, which I find to be so on brand and hilarious because they've literally been we're on the 3rd episode. I mean, how could you possibly have anything dramatic go down between you and one of these guys? So it's just funny because I think Earl, the snooze that I wish she didn't pick in the first place, I think Earl may match Shannon Storms Beador's freak when it comes to being dramatic and starting a fight over nothing. They literally were like talking about vegetables and living in California. Earl does not eat vegetables. Shannon was really disturbed by that. Max said Earl does not eat vegetables. He doesn't. Shannon didn't like that at all. She like stormed off. She's like muttering something under her breath. But then at the end of this episode, Shannon is talking to Ashley about how it's been a year since her DUI and she feels like she's come so far, and she's showing the picture of her bloody face. I'm like, this is not something you should be sharing with these people. Like, we need to have levels, like levels of security and information that we release to certain people. And Shannon doesn't have any concept of that, I feel like. So she just like dumps everything on a potential suitor's plate. And he's like, I'm a little overwhelmed. But Ashley, in this moment, I felt like she was being such a girl's girl because Shannon wanted to take a selfie to like remember the moment. She took one and Ashley's like, oh, no, that lighting is not good. Let me help you out. So I felt like, oh my God, Ashley, I love that. You're a real girl's girl. But I don't love that Shannon's still drinking. Like, I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say anything. Everyone has their own journey, I guess they got to go through, but I wish she would have given it up by now. I'll just say that. And then let's move on to Below Deck Down Under. We're on season 3, episode 15, Smoochies. I'm not really paying attention anymore. I don't know what's going on, really. I didn't even hear the new guy say Smoochies, but the episode description is Bree starts to worry about her relationship off the yacht. Oh my God, Bree. Alicia gets a sudden ick from baby talk. Marina puts her walls down, but worries feelings aren't reciprocated. Zarina and Laura come to a stalemate with neither of them ready to apologize. I am so over Zarina and Laura fighting, and I don't dislike Zarina, but I also am not like, oh my God, she's amazing. But in this scenario, the whole like Laura making Alicia clean the crew mess and like harping on it, she will not let this go. She still is telling Alicia, okay, just wipe the table. Like she needs that small win. She just needs a tiny bit. And Alicia's like, whatever, dude. Like, it's exhausting. So yeah, I think in this battle, I'm on Serena's side. Bree and Harry were like cuddling. Harry mentioned staying in a hostel in New York City, like after the season's over or something. And Bree looked panicked. Like she was so scared. She's like, oh no. And then after that scene where she was like clearly alarmed about Harry staying in a hostel, she's like, I don't know about me and Harry. She's like, she's had it. She goes, you know what? I don't want to scrub. No scrubs here. Poor Harry. Literally, she was done after that. She's like, I can't. Oh, Brie. And then Nate, the new bosun, he was on Watch What Happens Live with Melissa Rivers, who was there. She's Joan Rivers' daughter, and she was there to promote like a special tribute to Joan Rivers, which I believe Luann, Luann, you're everywhere. Luann, she posted a picture. I wish I put it in the slides, but Luann has a picture where she looks like she's wearing like a pleather tube dress, like skin tight with like a cutout under her boobs, and she's like leaning up against this thing like all sexy, and she's like and the thing she's leaning on is holding a big urn, and I think it's Joan Rivers. So yeah, I need to go watch that still too. I said Luann and the urn. I almost reposted it, not noticing that there was an urn. I was going to make like a funny meme, like me getting ready for a date or something. That's not good. Anyways, Nate, the bosun from Below Deck Down Under, was on Watch What Happens Live, and he wore purple Crocs. I'll leave that information there for you all to digest. Don't forget, I just said he was sitting next to Melissa Rivers, the daughter of Joan Rivers, the fashion police. Like, what would she have said if she saw the purple Crocs? Something hilarious, I'm sure. Okay, let's move on to our first shit show. The Valley, Season 2, Episode 5, Grapes of Wrath. The episode description is: the group's Santa Barbara retreat continues to unravel. Emotions escalate between Jesse and Michelle, leading to an explosive argument. Danny rejoins the group and his ketchup... Wait, what? And his ketchup drinking... Oh, yeah, because he was like binge drinking. His ketchup drinking leads to an uncomfortable situation for Janet. Nia is blindsided when Zach tells her that some of the group has been talking behind her back. Okay. Oh, the Valley. I screamed 3 times during this episode. The first time was when Jesse was being a drunken douche. He goes, oh, this almost looks like a Monet. And Luke from the Midwest was like, not that he shouldn't know Monet, but he's like, I've never been there. And Jesse's like, what did you say? Almost, even through his drunkenness, he's like, that really stood out to him. He's like, you uncultured man. Which is ironic, right? Like the way he's speaking like a caveman, and he's saying that Luke is uncultured. And Luke goes, you not manly man. And it was so simple, such a simple clap back, but I screamed because I was like, thank God he didn't like just let Jesse be a dick and bulldoze him. So we love that for Luke. Also, Luke is the only one who came out of the van or bus, whatever you want to call it, and actually looked under the hood and had any wherewithal to know anything. So he's got points in my eyes right now. Jesse, no. Almost got hit by a car because he was too drunk on the side of the highway. And yeah, I do think he's an asshole. If I could scream, I would. I mean, I could if I want to, but I don't want to hurt my throat. We see Jesse being an asshole. Him and Michelle, I don't know why they tried to have a conversation. I think she was, when she was like, why? I'm not doing this. I felt like she was talking to like producers. And I feel like maybe they were like, can you talk to Jesse while on this trip? But Jesse, meanwhile, is like completely hammered. So it's like, what's the point? And I get it. And with Michelle, like, I would be the same. Like, he's an asshole. He starts calling her an escort again, or hooker. And she like gets up and she's like, what about you? Why is a gay guy sending you money? And that's the second time I screamed. And I was like, what? They went to a commercial, I think, right after that, the first time they said it. But when they came back, she said it again. And she goes, on your birthday. I screamed again. I don't know why I screamed again when she said on your birthday, but what is that all about? So then, like, I couldn't, at first I was like, that's wild, but let's stay focused. Since it's been like 2 days, I thought about it a little bit more. And I talked to some people in DMs. Remember Jesse was a model? And remember he used to date Anna Nicole Smith. And remember Jax Taylor was a model when he lived in Florida, and he lived with a man who I believe took care of him financially, allegedly. So I don't know what to think about this. Do you all think that could be? Well, he admitted, yes, it's true. That friend does give me money. And I have a little clip. I got this from Vanderpump Party, I think. Hold on.
I want to know how much money you were sent for Isabella's birthday, and was it for Isabella's birthday or was it?
So Vanderpump, I think it's Vanderpump Rules Party. On Instagram, they posted a clip. Oh wait, it says right here, Vanderpump Rules Party. Yeah, I was right. Woohoo! They posted a clip from two T's in a pod, and I guess Teddy called Jesse Lally over the phone and talked about this.
But for special favors.
Listen, I think there was a lot of confusion about, in the yelling and screaming, but this person that Michelle had been accused of getting money from, it was a yes. He did send money when Isabella was born as a gift, and he sent us money because he was not at our wedding as a wedding gift. But the money that she was accused of getting was a random day in September and a random day in another month. So it just didn't add up. And then she liked to deflect away from, the truth about her by saying that I was getting money for my birthday from one of our oldest friends. But she decided to throw out that I was getting money from a gay guy, but then followed it up with on my birthday. So I think there's a little confusion about the money swap with regards to all of that.
Okay, so this makes more sense because we were confused. So you got money for your own birthday from a friend.
From oldest friends who was at our wedding, who traveled to Italy with us, who, we spent summers at his house in the Hamptons, Michelle and I. So she was just using that as an excuse.
Okay, let's cut off there. What do you all think about that? Do you guys send money to your friends for their birthday? I want to know. I don't have any friends, so I don't send anyone money. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, and then Jesse is so weird. He's like, he wants everyone to like support his relationship, but they all heard from multiple people, and Sheena Shea particularly, that verbatim, the girl that Jesse is allegedly dating, who he is allegedly in love with, that's what he said on this episode, she's allegedly hooking up with the guy from Baywatch. Which guy from Baywatch? A lot of people are speculating. I think what we've come to the conclusion, and maybe that David guy. I still think there's a chance it could be Zac Efron. Just kidding. I don't know. But which Baywatch? Original? The movie? Wasn't there a second series, a reboot? We need to know these details. But why is he saying he's in love with her? Like, I'm so confused. Are they actually dating? And are they dating now? I don't understand. It just seems so stupid to me. Like, I feel like Jesse is just trying to force a relationship for perception purposes only. And like, that's so weird to me. And he clearly, Isabella has seen her sleep over, which is just, I don't like that. Then, Michelle and Jesse get into it again, and she starts yelling in the house and tells basically is yelling at him, but loud enough so everyone can hear. She said, my husband wouldn't even hug me or tell me I'm pretty or blah, blah, whatever. And she said, Annie spent all our money. I believe that. I do believe Jesse Lally spent all of their money. And I know a lot of people don't like Michelle, but I have dealt with someone just like Jesse. And because of the way he behaves, like I'm going to give Michelle a pass. For now. Like, we may find out more later, but like, as of right now, I do not like Jesse at all. I don't know who asked the question. Where is it? Someone was like, who are your hall passes? Oh, Kristen asked, who's your hall pass? Zach said, Channing Tatum, duh. Jason Caperna said, I'm a big Lady Gaga guy. That was shocking to me. Also, what was shocking is Luke saying probably like the Little Mermaid. But on the after show, Brittany was like, I don't know, King Triton. I always thought King Triton was kind of hot. So I don't know. Who am I to judge? Jason. I just couldn't believe that he said Lady Gaga was his hall pass because his favorite sex is missionary in the bed. So how can Jason, my favorite sex is missionary in the bed, Caperna, say Lady Gaga is his hall pass? Doesn't make sense to me. The math ain't mathin'. Like, would he want to have missionary sex in the bed with her? I need to know. Oh, and then on Watch What Happens Live, we had Jesse Lally, who was kind of weird. I don't know, something about the way he presented himself on Watch What Happens Live, like, just confirmed for me my witchy feeling. Like, I just don't like him. But Danny was on with Jesse, and there was a question asked by Andy. I forgot what the question was, but he answered with Janet saying that she's a toxic person, and he was very adamant about that. And I thought that was kind of a little bit wild in a way, just to like, I don't know. I feel like it's some kind of Easter egg, and we are going to see something happen that leads to this. Like, why is he saying this? Also, on the after show, I just like, I'm going to be complaining about Jesse all season, so buckle up. I'm not going anywhere. But Jesse is just so focused on the minutia, the minute details of Michelle cheating on him, instead of trying to figure out what went wrong in his marriage or how he can learn and grow from this experience. Like, he's just obsessed with figuring out this honey conspiracy. And I think it's wild. Like, who cares? It's over. Like, let's move forward. Instead, he's being petty. He's financially abusing her. He's representing himself in the divorce. Ugh. I can't imagine dealing with this man. Max said Jesse is spiraling. He is the worst. Oh, also on the after show, apparently Jax was already diagnosed with bipolar and had medication prescribed to him before he even went to rehab. Brittany was saying, that medication has been in my drawer and it's never been refilled, or whatever she's saying. So I am just annoyed that Jax continues to lie and put on this performance. Like, the jig is up. We're done with it. Stop this performance because it's tanking. It's fumbling so hard. You need to turn it around if you want to save yourself. And this is not it. I said it. Also, I already mentioned, Brittany said she's always had a crush on King Triton from Little Mermaid. Again, another example in the after show, Jesse is complaining that Michelle didn't like red wine anymore after having Isabella. Like, oh my God, what an awful wife she is. She didn't like drinking red wine after having a baby. God, Jesse's life is so awful. I feel so bad for him. Asshole. Wait, what? Max said, I just heard today the Valley has low ratings. No, better not, because I'm here for it. And actually, I do want to give credit where credit is due. I do think that Alex Baskin did a better job with this most recent after show than the prior after show episodes, because the other ones were just way too long. Like a full hour is like, I think one of the first after shows was longer than the actual episode. And I don't want to hear I don't want to watch a video podcast. As you guys are watching a video podcast. But I mean, I don't want to watch a video podcast when I think I'm watching an after show. Like, you guys know you're watching a video podcast, so it's different. Or you're listening. Okay, let's move on. What else? Jesse sucks. Oh my God, Zach is so funny. By the way, this week, it's been circulating that Zach used to work for Nicole Scherzinger from Pussycat Dolls, and I love her. And I love Zach. So I love all of that. And I guess when he worked for Nicole, he said his goal was to become a reality TV star. I don't know if those are the exact words, which now when I say it sounds kind of cringy, but he did it. He manifested the life he wanted. And I love that for him. But one thing I was really confused about, he's like, well, us East Coasters, he's grouping himself in and labeling himself as an East Coaster during the after show. And when the producers was like, is Kentucky in the East Coast? And he goes, it's along the East Coast. I just started laughing. It's not. I don't think of Kentucky when I think of the East Coast, but that was cute. Nice try. And I'm so mad at myself. I forgot to ask my question. Who do you like better, Jesse or Michelle? Because don't forget, I tracked it for 2 weeks straight because I couldn't believe the answers. Most people said neither. So that's at least better than them liking Jesse. But I want to know after this last episode, who do we like better, Jesse or Michelle? Because you guys know how I feel. I am going to be rooting for Team Michelle. And it's okay if you guys don't agree with me, by the way, if you don't already understand that. Like, we're here for fun. We're here for open discussion. You can like Jesse and we can still be cool. But I don't think you'll convince me to like him. I'm open to anyone trying to convince me, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. I'm going to have to do another poll. All right, let's move on to Summer House, Season 9, Episode 14, The X-Files. Oh, Lindsay. Shoot, I wish I had her post that they're talking about in this episode. Okay. The episode description is Lindsay hosts a very surprising anniversary celebration. Things get tense as Jesse blames issues with Lexi on another housemate. I have a request that I'm putting out there For anyone who's listening or anyone who knows somebody who has this data, I would really love to see an infographic showing the percentage of screen time that Jesse Solomon's freakishly large mouth is on our screens in comparison to everyone else this season, because I can't take it. I'm exhausted by Jesse Solomon. And he's doing so much. Like, every episode, it feels like he is doing the most. And it feels very performative now at this point. Like, it's giving, it's not as unhinged as Jax Taylor, but it's like, it could go there if we don't contain this. He's doing a lot. So yeah, Lindsay posts something about the anniversary of her and Carl breaking up. I think that's hilarious. I think it's actually, you know what? I'm not going to say what I think. I asked everyone else, is what Lindsay posted, is Lindsay wrong for posting about the anniversary of her breakup with Carl? So I asked on Twitter and I asked on Instagram stories. On Twitter, 57% said yes, it's wrong. 35% said no. 8% said I don't know. But on Instagram, this is weird. This doesn't happen a lot, but I love when it does. Instagram said 25% said yes, it's wrong. 57% said no, it's not wrong for Lindsay to post about the anniversary of her breakup with Carl. 18% said I don't know. If I have to pick, I would say no. I don't think it, like, is it the best thing for her to post? Probably not, but like, and maybe I need to go read it, because like, if she's talking smack about him, I'd be like, that's unnecessary. If she's like, if it's a positive post, don't forget her job as an influencer. Maybe she posted something that was like, I can't believe where I am a year ago from today. My life was completely different and I'm very grateful and la la la. So, which I imagine that's what her post was mostly. And I just couldn't believe how mad Carl was. I thought that was very telling of Carl getting so mad about it. Like, why does he care? I would probably laugh. I'd be like, oh my God. Like, you need to get a life, dude. I would probably be laughing, but let's see. Max said, Carl is just tired of hearing of it. I mean, he doesn't have to follow her, though. He doesn't have to. He could just be like, that's weird, and move on. Instead, he's like, you know, she's really upset. And like, oh, okay. Calm down, Carl. Yikes. And back to Jesse. I crashed out at 9:37 p.m. last night. Wait, was it last night? Yeah, it was on last night. I tweeted, Jesse is a typical ego-inflated, thick-headed, tall guy, privileged, thirsty, wannabe somebody with a freakishly large mouth. I said it. I am so sick of him. Like, by the way, I would never like wish anything bad upon any of these people. Like, this is just my commentary. I don't hate Jesse Solomon for real. I mean, do I love him on the show? No, but it's just a show. So, and I would never like message him and be like, you're an asshole. Like, I do not condone that behavior. And I wouldn't tag him and be like, look, I called you an asshole. I wouldn't do that. But because I think there is a line that we should not cross. But I'm allowed to say how I feel. It's my opinion. Okay. Wait, I have something else before we move on. Lindsay is moving out of the apartment. Here we go. Who did I get this from?
Is packing day, but I have an appearance in the middle of packing day. So thank God RHOA is going to pack me. So I can go to my appearance and come back and help pack. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. So normally I wouldn't be getting a full glam for for packing and moving, but here we are.
Lindsay. I wonder if she's moving in with her daughter's father. What do you all think? I am a Lindsay Hubbard stan, so I'm definitely going to say she did no wrong. But I want to know what you guys think, and it's okay if we disagree, like I said before. All right. Before we go, anything else? Max said he's just really annoying. Jesse is, yeah, he is. And wait, Max said with West is more worse. Yeah. Them two together are so annoying. Like, why are they all over social media? It's so annoying. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in a day early and rolling with the chaos. My momming duties call, but Bravo waits for no one. You can replay this episode on YouTube anytime and drop your hot takes in the comments. I live for them. If you had fun, learned something new, or just felt seen, tap subscribe. Leave a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify and send this to your Bravo group chat. If you want more unfiltered takes and exclusive content, join me on Patreon at patreon.com/Bravo and Blaze for bonus episodes, deep dives, and all the commentary I can't say on here. And I do have something that I've been working on behind the scenes for Patreon that I'm really excited to put out. Stay tuned. But snag your Bravo and Blaze signature lighters at bravoandblaze.com. They're selling fast. Sign up for the newsletter at bravoandblaze.com for early access to merch drops, surprise launches, and updates. And don't forget to follow Bravo and Blaze everywhere on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, Facebook, all of the places for your daily mess, memes, and midweek commentary. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, stay lit.